everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. Hey, you guys. This one is going to be faceless tonight because it's going to be really, really quick. And I am just not in the mood to be on camera today. I am tired. I've had a lot going on and I just don't feel like being on the camera. But we're going to look at a couple of things on top of this FOIA request that we just got. Now, once again, I feel like we paid an excessive amount of money for nothing. Now, nowhere near ridiculous, honestly. I mean, ridiculous for what it is, but not ridiculous compared to what we've paid for, okay? This was like $74 or some shit after the card processing fee when it came to the text messages between Dylan and Blaker and Bethany and Blaker that are mentioned in this report that I'm going to show you guys here in just a second. I got 2 damn screenshots. It's basically just a damn repeat of the knife sheath. $74 for 2 damn screenshots. And I had to end up calling Amber and asking her which one was which because they're not labeled. There's nothing on them that shows that they were redacted. And she said the only thing that was redacted was the phone number and that she doesn't know which text message is from who. So there's one message from each girl. And again, no labels. And she's telling me we paid $74 for them to redact some freaking, like, a phone number. Like, insane. I don't even understand. I don't understand. So we've got one message that talks about a fight and one message that talks about, I'm going to assume, like, news organizations or something like that trying to get a hold of them. I don't know who's who. I don't know who's who. So I'm going to show you all of this here in just a second, and then we're going to talk about a couple of things. I'm aware of a book that's coming out. I am aware that it seems to be maybe on the verge of trying to find out if there's some actual, you know, people with some credentials really paying attention here or not. We're going to read the book overview and look at it. And then just talk about like what we're going to be doing through the rest of the weekend. I have, as tired as I am and like how quick this is going to be, I have been doing like getting things together for the weekend in way of the lives. Because we do have Lana, who did an interview with the DMV lady. And I have that, I have recorded that and already have it edited down for our review of like just the information that she was asked about the drive. And I mean, the DMV situation and the grand jury situation and just like the important stuff. She's very informative. I find it really interesting they didn't talk to her or even like go down there and do anything until after Kohberger's arrest. But that still doesn't really make sense to me because the probable cause order does have the information about the plate change like in it. So obviously they did flag some sort of system, but it still is just insane that they had like all that time. Because, like, I know we have the 19th for Moscow, right? But we also know that the FBI was tagging him as he was traveling across the country. There's no way they weren't involved in the traffic stops, at least one of the damn traffic stops, when it came to the 15th in Indiana. And then we know from court paperwork that the FBI watched him walk in and out of a CVS in Pennsylvania on the 16th. So I just don't understand, like, why they wouldn't have gone in ahead of time, but they still have it. I think the most important information in all of that is that he had gone in prior to try to change his plates, and he was advised against it. He was advised to wait for a 90-day period because something with his title looked like it was a new title. So I guess maybe his mom and them didn't, like, transfer it into his name until right before he left. I literally paid for the Carfax the day that the freaking plea was announced. Now it's not on this computer because it was information that was like deemed irrelevant as I was going in and organizing. So it's on a USB that I'm going to take out and pull it up so that we have it for whenever we talk about it further to get like more dates on it. But yeah, he had gone in to change his freaking plates ahead of the time of the crimes and was told by the people at the DMV to wait so he didn't have to like pay more taxes on doing the switch over. So for anybody that wants to say, oh my God, he went and he switched his place after the crime, that's proof, that's a red flag, oh my God, he tried to do it before. I honestly love how every single time we get more information, all these guilters bullshit literally just gets like chipped away at more and more and more and more and more. It's so crazy. So we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to show you the little TikTok videos that she put up when we do that tomorrow. I'm also getting this other, oh my God, this one's driving me crazy. The girl that lived in 1119 that's responsible for that London's Notebook chick, getting that clip of the roommates and Hunter Johnson and them all sitting in front of the dumpster that came out like a long time ago. You guys remember that little bitty short clip? She's the one who actually did that interview in that Dead War Pool or War Deadpool, whatever guy's channel. I don't know, long ass time ago at this point, that's being asked a bunch of questions. I do find interesting that she gets really uppity about people that like have questions about stuff, and she calls us conspiracy theorists, and she gets like real super dumbly offended, while she also sits there and admits that there's validity behind the 4chan post because she was at the Sigma Chi party and witnessed the argument between Ethan and Loach. So that's interesting. That's going to be fun. It's 3 hours, and I'm going in and I'm trying to get all the bullshit out of it because there's some bullshit. It's all really good questions. I don't know who it is that's asking the questions. It's a female, 2 females going back and forth with this girl asking questions that are really relevant. There's some information about Enan Harsh in there, something about a cop that lived in the area. Just there's a lot of information. Super lot of information. She does give the incorrect time that she leaves that party, and we know that because we do have the footage. Went through it today, which is another project that I did. My ADHD can't help it. I started to look through the muted footage from 12:55 to find if I could see that girl and her friend that she calls Lily walking back to 1119 after leaving Sigma Chi, because she says that they left around 1:30, 1:45, said goodbye to Xana. Ethan was next to Xana. They left, blah, 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 whatever. But they actually walk into 1119 around like 1:20, 1:21 in the morning. So she was off by her time a little bit, which is not a big deal because, you know, it's only like by 20 minutes or so. But I did find in the footage where they were walking and went into the door, and you can see that it's 2 people walking inside. So what I ended up doing is going in and just taking out like all of the events, cars coming in, people walking around, and just like clipping all of those things and putting them together. I think I'm going to end up going in and doing that for all of the footage because there's clips I need titled so that I can use them easier and be more organized. I'll probably go ahead and release that like sometime tomorrow, probably in the morning, just so that I know that it's out there. And again, it's just like a car coming in, people getting picked up, people getting dropped off, the guy walking around in a circle, people showing up at 11:12. Like, it's all the important events. That ended up being a project I sidetracked myself to get the piece of this girl talking, because I'm trying to get all of that stuff edited. And then I went through Lana's with the DMV lady, got all of that edited, and now we're here. I didn't realize it was going to be Good Friday when Amber told me that these probably weren't going to be ready until Friday, until somebody commented something. I think it was on my TikTok when I posted something about this over there. And I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that. So I sent her an email and I said, hey, tomorrow's Good Friday. So I was just curious as to if these were going to be done today or not. And she said, yours is actually the next one on my list. So like, I was excited for all about like 2.7 seconds before I got the email, and it's 2 freaking screenshots. Like, it's 2 freaking screenshots for $75. I don't understand. Okay, so this is the report that I saw the information on a couple weeks ago when I was going in to try to finish my index for these. This is report number 300, written by Dustin Blaker. This is on the Google Drive, which I will give you guys a link to here in a minute, because I did put the documentation for what I received from the FOIA on the Google Drive. I told you guys I was going to start putting all those on there. I went ahead and started the folder with this one, so I can just go backwards from here until we get them all on there. But this one was written on August 27th, 2024 for the incident that actually took place on the same day, which is like so freaking ridiculously rare with these, right? It says, on August 27th, 24, I received an email from MS in reference to discovery request 407, text communications between, we know this to be Dylan and myself, and 408 text communications between BF and myself. Now, I'm going to assume that if discovery request information gets released to the court, that we should be able to see more information on the court side of things if this gets released, because there's got to be more. I mean, I know there's more because they told me that I wasn't privy to the emails I was only privy to the screenshots, which I still just find super freaking weird. Okay. I went through my phone and found the text conversations I had with Dylan and Bethany back in 2022. I took screenshots of the text and I have electronically attached them to the case file. I have also sent digital copies to M for discovery purposes. And I don't know who MS is. I don't know if that's somebody with the court. I don't know if that's somebody with the prosecution that works in their office or with the defense. I don't know who that is. I have no idea. Okay. So then let me go ahead and pull up the Google Drive. Oh, it stopped sharing. Hold on. Okay, and now here is this folder. Is that the right one? Let me make sure. Yeah, Idaho v. Kohberger. In case you guys don't have this, this is everything that we've put together. And I have been going in and getting some of the public documents off of the Idaho site and like printing them out and then putting them on here just that we have them, but I'm not done with all of it just yet. So here's the FOIA folder. It's the one that I'm starting. So hold on, let me make sure that this is the, oh, that's not the right one. Hold on. I got to put the right ones on here that I have addresses and stuff already fixed on. Hold on a second. Let me grab this one more time. Yeah, I'm glad I ended up calling her because I had emailed her and asked her about it and she didn't get back to me. And I didn't want to like present these and not know for sure. So I called and that's when she was like, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea which one's which. They didn't tell me. And I'm just like, oh, that's, that's great. But that's also when she said the only thing that was redacted is the phone numbers. And so that's why I'm like, okay, well, why the frick did I just spend $75, with card fee and whatever on you redacting a phone number? Like, what kind of crackhead stuff is that? That's crazy. So, okay, hold on. I want to have this one ready. Okay. Let me print this one back out. Just got to make sure that it's saved right. Hold on a second. Okay, let me add this one to this one. Yeah. Okay. So let me pop this one now up on the screen and then I'll get the receipt done too and put on here. So this in the same folder, the FOIA folder through the Moscow PD stuff. Just click here and then this one here. I'm going to get all the rest of them put up there too. So this one is the letter that they sent me with the information that tells me that my request for messages between Dylan and Mortensen and Dustin Blaker and between Bethany, Funke and Dustin Blaker was received by the Moscow Police Department on March 6th, and it falls under the Idaho Public Records Act. They said that some of the contents contained in the records are exempt from public disclosure because production of the content would constitute an unwarranted invasion of personal privacy, which is still like, if it's evidence and you're discussing nothing but the case with them, how is it any sort of invasion of personal privacy? I don't understand that. I don't get that whatsoever. Okay. So this is when I asked them specifically for it, and I took the information straight from the report and just pasted it in here because I'm not trying to deal with any other bullshit. This is what they sent me. I'm going to like take it out as all the way so you can just see, like, it's one screenshot. I can see that bullshit. It's one screenshot and then it's another screenshot. And I don't know, like, who is who. She said that they don't know who is who. The only thing that they removed from here was the phone number. But there has to be something that says who is who. Oh, welcome over 60 Pixie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I don't know. This is it. This is all we got. So this is what's being said here. And keep in mind, again, we don't know if this is Bethany or Dylan saying this, okay? So it seems like Dylan, I can't even say that. It seems like whoever this is reached out to Dustin Blaker and said, is there any way I could call you real quick? And Dustin Blaker said, sure. Anyone know who JH is? Does anybody at all know who JH is? I don't think I've seen those initials. If I have, my brain is not, whatever. Yeah, there's more before all of it. There's no way that he only took like one single freaking screenshot of their entire text thread. Like, this is so stupid that we only got one for each one. I don't know who JH is. Okay, it says JH, weird flirty comments to Kaylee and got in a fight at our house on October 15th. Now we know KD is Kai Davis. He was sleeping with Bethany. We know that from his interview that they had been sleeping together and that he had slept over at the house quite a few times before the crimes took place. And I found it really crazy that he's sleeping with Bethany, or was sleeping with Bethany at the time, and hearing about what happened and that there's cops down there. There's no word in his interview whatsoever about him contacting Bethany to see if she was okay. I found that insane. But Katie would have to be Kai Davis because look at how small it is, okay? Who the frick is AR? So who the frick is JH? And who the frick is AR? AR also involved in the fight that night. So a guy named JH got into a fight at 11:22 on October 15th. Kai Davis and this AR person were also involved in the fight. Who are these other two people? I guess I can look at the state's witness list, maybe. Adam's last name starts with an L. Cormick. So it would be isn't it Lanza? Adam Lanza? Why does Walmart always have to do substitutions? I mean, it can't be that difficult. I just said I was going to go look for something. What was it? Okay, the witness list. See if I can match any names here. Let's see. Hold on. Where's it at? They're like together on this page. So here's the state's witness list. What are the initials? JH. So this is Peggy. This is the DMV lady right here. JH. There's no JH on the state's list. And the other one is AR. No. Okay, so then let's see the lay witness list. There's no AR on their list. Or is it what is it? One more time. Yeah, AR and JH. There's no AR on the defense list, and there's no JH either. I mean, Hunter Johnson is like back and forth. I don't think I've heard that name. I'm not sure I've heard that name. Yeah, look, here's Peggy. She said she was called by both. And she confirmed that there were cameras at the grand jury, which we sort of figured anyway. I'm trying to see if maybe it was somebody that was added later. Oh, wait a minute now. No, that's JH. Damn, it was like a mixture. Yeah, I don't know. This guy was on the lacrosse team. I don't know if it was reversed because Kai Davis's isn't. I don't know if I've heard that name. That's a frat guy. Okay. I'll have to look at those. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. We don't know whose freaking messages these are, but this was Saturday, November 19th. And whoever the person is asked Dustin Blaker if they could talk for a second, but like apparently there was no phone call, or maybe there could have been a phone call because there's a good like 15 minutes in between the sure at 12:46 and then the response at 13:01. I don't see anyone. Because these are in alphabetical order by last name. So H's start here. And it's JH. This is probably like, I don't even know, but this is JH. Here's where the H's start. And they stop here. This is Hunter Johnson. Is there any towards the end that are like out of order maybe? No. And like the R's are here and there's no A. I don't know. I don't freaking know. Okay, so the next one is this one. There's a date of September 4th, 2022 for they will be going into the house soon and start cleaning and packing. That's sent from Blaker to the person, I guess. But as for the date of these actual messages, we don't know. We don't know. This says, it should say at the top, I think it's Newsball, but I don't know who that is. Now, I looked up this Newsball thing. Is it showing or did I close it off? Okay, hold on. Let me fix it. I looked up this Newsball thing and it looks like it's exactly what it sounds like. It is exactly what it sounds like. It is a media. It's media as seen on all these things, sort of like EWU. They have credentials like EWU. And this is what their YouTube page looks like. So I don't know what this message is referring to. Newsball. It should say at the top, I think it's Newsball. Maybe an email or something was sent. Not quite sure. So this next one says, this is Blaker asking this person. Again, we don't know if this is Dylan or Bethany, but it's one of the two. It's one of the two. Also, do you remember if anyone came by the house saying they work for Ziply the last couple of weeks? I will look into it and see what I can do. Now, he's asking one of the surviving roommates, because that's what they're titling them, if somebody that says that they worked for Ziply had gone over to 1122 in the weeks prior to the murders. Ziply is a fiber company. And I don't think that I can like look at anything without logging in maybe. No, yes, I can. It's an internet company. It is an internet company. So were they like going door to door trying to get people to like sign up? And if so, like that seems like a pretty normal job. So why? I don't understand why that Blaker would be asking that question unless there's something about this internet company and maybe an employee of theirs that they knew more about. But here again, we have a fiber company, an internet company, some sort of something, another connection to something sort of like this. And I guess he is asking for a reason. I don't know if maybe they knew that they were walking around neighborhoods or what was going on. But yeah, this was for a fiber company. So we've got one of the surviving roommates saying something about a fiber company contacting them. I mean, a media company contacting them, I guess. And then I guess they think that there were some people that were coming around asking if, I guess, people wanted to change their internet out. Something like that. So I don't know. But that's the messages. And again, $74 and some change for those little bitty nothing messages. 2 little screenshots. That's crazy. Hold on, I'm getting the receipt done so that I can put it in the back too, so that you guys have that on there. Yeah, I just don't even understand like how they can get away with charging people so much money for doing absolutely nothing. 2 screenshots, $75 for 2 screenshots. Like what? You could have at least given me a couple of screenshots so that I could actually read the conversation, understand the conversation. Because I don't know, like, why would that be discovery? Why would that be discovery? Something about something random like that? I don't get it. Maybe like the fight one. But the other ones, I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, hold on. I'm getting the other piece added. Just make sure that this is on here, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay, so now they're both in there. There's the receipt. And there's the information. This is, again, everything, the letter that they gave me and the screenshots, that's in there. Okay. The only other thing I wanted to really show you guys was the book. Because everything else we're going to do over the weekend. So this is from a guy named Christopher Whitcomb. Is he like, okay, so what I'm understanding from this person is that he is actually like retired FBI. Did he work on the case? Like, that's the part that I don't know. I don't know if he actually worked the case or if he's just really curious about the case, but I'm interested to see like what this guy puts together. Because there's like a lot. There's a lot going on here. So let's read this right here and we'll see what this has to say. Oh my God, it's not getting any better. I guess it is getting a little bit better. Yeah, $32. I'll probably go ahead and order it. I just need to see who this guy is. Like, I need to see his credentials and make sure he's just not somebody trying to just, you know, say whatever. Because we've already seen a crap ton of just people that just want to say whatever. So let's read this real quick. Okay. Was there more than one killer? Had the crime scene been cleaned and sanitized before the police arrived? Was furniture staged to throw off detectives? In one of the most extraordinary true crime stories ever published, Broken Plea questions what really happened in the house on King Road, and the results of that investigation will astound you. In the early morning hours of November 13th, 2022, 4 lives were lost in a brutal crime in Moscow, Idaho, and a nation demanded answers. When a suspect accepted a plea bargain, the story seemed settled. Justice, many believed, had been served. Hardly. Broken Plea challenges that assumption. Okay. Drawing on court records, investigative timelines, witness statements, and apparently overlooked inconsistencies. So freaking many, bro. My God. So every single thing. Every single freaking thing. Every single freaking thing. This meticulously researched expose examines how a rush to judgment may have shaped one of the most closely watched murder cases in recent memory. As the official narrative hardened, critical leads went unexplored, contradictory evidence was minimized, and alternative explanations faded from view. This book does not claim certainty where none exists. Instead, it asks the questions that were never fully pursued, like none of them. What happens when pressure to close a case outweighs the search for truth? What evidence may have been sidelined and why? And what are the consequences when a plea doesn't end scrutiny but invites it? Yeah, no shit. Clear-eyed, unsparing, and deeply unsettling, Broken Plea reopens the case and invites readers to look again at what justice demands when the truth remains unsolved. The author is a former FBI tactical team leader. Did he look at any other? Well, I guess he's seen everything out here in the public now, right? Which is honestly like enough. Like, can you imagine how ridiculous the rest of it's going to be, considering what we've already seen? I mean, crazy as hell. Yeah, I don't do audio or Kindle. Like, Ariel does Kindle books. I'm a physical book person. So I'll definitely have to get a hard copy book like we did with James Patterson. And I'll eventually get that, sent out to the winner, because I still not finished the very ending of this damn James Patterson book. I still have the entire part 6, 7 to do. Isn't it part 6 and 7, I think? Yeah, I didn't even finish it because I know it's bullshit. Like, I know it's all dumb and it's not even worth me getting aggravated about. So it just is what it is, I guess. But yeah, it comes out on the 28th. It says if I order it today, with the way that I would be in line for pre-order, I'd get it like the 29th. But yeah, we're going to talk about it. I know I'd like to go back over the James Patterson book. And I mean, I don't know if I would like to like re-review it, even though I think we probably should re-review it, just because I like to call him out for his bullshit. Like, this dude talked to all of the families, got information from the families, had the grand jury people talking to the Goncalveses, and we know that that's a thing that happened. There's even like police reports about people letting ISP know and like Blaker and them know about the situation. And I FOIA'd that stuff, and they try to tell me that it doesn't exist. Like, there's nothing in their files about them getting an email about the Goncalveses and the grand jury violations and all that stuff. And it's literally in a freaking police report. So that's another thing I still have to do, is get like all these little videos together about all the other little FOIA requests that I've like turned in and gotten crazy answers to, because I went through like in a frenzy the other day, and well, a couple weeks ago, I guess, and just like filed a whole shit ton of them. And also, by the way, you guys that were here the other day, I mentioned how Gilbertson's report that's mentioned in Payne's report about writing the probable cause order to give to Megan Marshall, that there wasn't one in the ISP records. So not only do we have the transcript, the official transcript from the Pennsylvania interview that Gilbertson and Payne did, we also have the pocket recording that Gilbertson took also missing. Both of those things, very official things, are missing. And then we also have now Gilbertson's report was like never written. And their response to me was, let's see, what was it? What is it that they said? Let me find the email. Where's the freaking email? Hold on. I got the Moscow one here. Records department. Okay. Yeah, their response to me yesterday at 12:01 p.m. was literally, Idaho State Police has no responsive records. Brett Payne with MPD ended up completing the interview report. So why is ISP telling me what Brett Payne did as he works for MPD? While Brett Payne is writing in his MPD report that Gilbertson is the one who wrote the report about the interview. You see how like ass backwards they are? They are so ass backwards. So ridiculous. So freaking ridiculous. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it, you guys. Yeah, this wasn't going to be a long one. I just wanted to show you what I got from them because we were expecting something for $75, and as usual, it's just 2 little screenshots of nothingness. If they had to redact the phone numbers, doesn't that mean they don't know? Yeah, that's what they told me. Because I called, like, I instantly emailed her as soon as I opened it, and I was like, can you tell me, like, am I not allowed to know? Because you know how stupid they are. I'm like, am I not allowed to know, like, whose is who? But then, like, 20-30 minutes went by, and I was like, yeah, no, I need to, like, find out before I go live. I can't just be like, yeah, I'm just waiting on an answer. I need to find out. So I called, and she was like, yeah, we don't know. And that's where she admitted to me the only thing redacted is the phone number. So we paid $75 for them to redact a phone number off of 2 pictures. Oh, I know they probably know, but Amber's pretending like she doesn't know. Because it's just instantly she was like, oh, I don't know, they didn't tell me. And I'm just like, so there's nothing like in the email to say, hey, the top one's Bethany's, the second, the bottom one's Dylan's. Like, what? How do you not know? Then how do you know what you're giving me? Like, how do you know that you're even giving me the right information if you don't know whose is whose? Like, what? My God. They're so stupid. They're so stupid. I hate it so much. And I don't know how long it's going to be until we get twins again. Interesting. They really do. No, the families don't get charged anything unless they file something themselves. And see, that's another thing. We waited a week for the families to be notified over these 2 little bitty ass messages. Like, what did I wait a week for? What did I wait a week for? What? Oh my God, I don't even know. And again, so I don't know when we're going to get the interview from the sheriff about the ATF guy. But you know what? When I was listening to the 1119 chick talk about the undercover so-say cop that apparently lived like at the end of Linda Lane, I started, because the only thing that she said was that the person had made themselves known once because they showed up and said something about like a noise complaint, and there was like an undercover car next to the guy. And so like instantly, because she doesn't know the cop's name. So I freaking hiccups. Instantly, I went to, oh my God, was it the ATF guy pretending to be a cop going around to these college houses and being like all intimidating and weird? Because like, I feel like if there was a cop that lived in your neighborhood and you literally had him at your house telling you some shit, like you'd probably know his name and who he was. And she doesn't. And I'm just like, holy shit, could it have been the faker guy? Because now I don't trust anything now, knowing that they like know that this dude got in full-on ATF gear, walked the crime scene, talked to recruits, went inside the house, and all I'm hearing is that they only talked to the sheriff and never talked to the guy who was impersonating an ATF officer. Like, I'm sorry. Do you not have protocols for literally anything? Literally anything? Crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. Yes, I saw that Letitia's Gritch face, her had her thing overturned. Yeah. Okay, well, that's cool that your cops had normal lives, but this guy didn't have a normal life and had his undercover cop car right there, was constantly like bothering people, so there's no way she should know his name. Like, don't even be dumb. She should know his name. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. It's all just really stupid. Now, but this is my question when it comes to the DMV chick. Like, if she's able to come out and talk and she was a grand jury, quote unquote, witness, does that mean that the grand jury members can talk too? Does that mean that the grand jury members can talk to? No, it seems like you just always want to argue. Like the past couple of weeks, you've been coming in here being argumentative. You've been argumentative in the comments, being a smartass, saying stupid shit. Like that's on you, broski. And all of it tracks. Like all of it's in there. So if you want to keep on arguing, I'm just going to block you because you come in here being ridiculous like every time over the past like 3 weeks max. Think I don't notice? Like that's why you get what you get from me here lately. So get over your damn self. All your comments are still on there. People can go and see like how ridiculous you've been. Just be quiet. Yeah, if it's listed, I don't know why the grand jury people can't come out and speak now. Unless for some reason they're under something separate. I don't know. Because we do know like some people apparently are still under some sort of NDA type situation. And maybe it's because of the Dateline leak situation, which we still haven't heard shit about. So I don't know. I just don't know. All we can really do is wait now. All we can do is wait and see what happens. And see, I don't know why. I don't know why they do that. Like, if they're not hiding something, I don't see why they can't release grand jury information. Like, I'm gonna see that. Has there ever been a case where the grand jury stuff has like been released? Has there ever been a crime case where the grand jury information was released? Like, it's crazy too because like in the Celeste Rivas case, okay, well, Jeffrey Epstein's case doesn't count. That's a whole completely different monster of a situation. I ask, is there any crime case where the grand jury information was released and Epstein's case is the only one it can give me? Are we for real? That's the only one? So never in a normal case ever have we ever had grand jury information come out. That's crazy. And I want to know because like Steve Goncalves in those messages to Brett Norton made it really clear that the grand jury people made it clear to them that Dylan and Bethany caused more questions than answers and that they didn't understand why like Dylan wasn't getting charges for some reason. So I want to know what was said. Like I want to know what was said. I think in these kinds of situations, there should be things that can get passed. Because that's insane. You can hear my dogs tripping because the Walmart person's here dropping off the groceries. And like I know the grand jury stuff itself can be private, but again, if the DMV lady is somebody who was on the grand jury to like come in and testify and she's okay coming out and talking, like I feel like they should be able to come out and answer questions too about what they heard. So I don't know. It's going to really suck if the situation at WSU with that lawsuit is like shut down because then we won't hear any of that ever. I guess like witnesses can, right? Like maybe witnesses can, but grand jury people can't. Yeah, I don't know if she's going to get, I don't know. She said that she was alerted by people finding out on the news about the plea deal that maybe there was a possibility that the gag order was dropped. But then she said she contacted them and she said that there was a list that was being like gone through and that as soon as they got to her name on the list, then they would let her know that the gag order was done. But she said she ended up getting like an email and a text message instead of a phone call. And the way that she described it was really scary. She was like, all the windows were blacked out. There was black light covering everything. And you walked down this really dark hallway. And then like, you just sat down in front of all these people, and it's just the lawyers and the grand jury. And that's it, like in a big old black, like covered up room. It's kind of scary. Scary sounding. So I don't know what else we can do at this point. I mean, I'm still going to be going through the reports I'm doing them one at a time again so that I can go in and file anything I need to file based off of anything that we might maybe have just like missed from going through them so quickly, because we were trying to read all of them. We were trying to like read all of them in the lives and get through everything to get all the information. And so I'd like to go back and like do one report at a time just for the important stuff. Not every little bitty thing ended up being irrelevant, but there's quite a few things that we still need to backtrack on too. So I don't know. I just find it ridiculous how much money they keep charging people for things. Absolutely pathetic. I'm still going to FOIA the FOIA. Like, I'm still going to FOIA the FOIA. Because I don't know where all of our money is going. Like, damn. Like, damn. Like, so much money. And for them to really not be doing much of anything. That's just crazy to me. And don't forget, guys, we're going to be going live on Sunday to go through our first episode of going back over Gypsy Rose's case. Because the more people that are talking about the honesty of that little mommy murderer, the better. She needs not need to be any sort of influencer. The fact that people that have backgrounds like hers can just, I mean, and this is going to sound however it sounds. I don't care that this is the United States of whatever the hell they want to pretend that it is. The fact that somebody that is literally the main orchestrator of a murder, bought the weapon, organized the crime, manipulated the autistic guy, manipulated his family, manipulated her mother, manipulated everybody manipulated, everybody lied to, and she can just be out here with over 9 million people following her that are susceptible to stupidity because so many of them are younger girls. Like, again, I just watched a clip of Matt Rife, and in the audience, there's like a girl that has a freaking shirt on that says Gypsy Rose saved my life. And it's about like the girl's mom had Munchausen's. Well, Dee Dee didn't have Munchausen's. That story came after Gypsy was arrested, after she kept telling the cops how good of care her mom took of her. And then the stepmommy came out with the lawyers and came up with the Munchausen story. That shit was fake. Fake as shit. So yeah, Sunday. And I know it's going to be Easter, but we don't celebrate Easter. So I didn't even know that it was coming. Honestly. I grew up a Jehovah's Witness. We never celebrated it, and I never really got like the point of it. I've always done like the eggs thing because it's fun for the kids to go and do like the egg thing, but we don't do like the whole traditional Easter thing. But happy early Easter to those of you guys that go do that stuff. I hope y'all have a great, fantabulous day. And it's beautiful and fun, and you get to spend time with family and eat all the good food and be having fun and stuff. Oh, Tomboy, it's going to be your birthday. Happy early birthday. Happy early birthday. Yeah, we like Don doesn't really care too much. He's the youngest. He just turned 8 and he's sort of like over the hunting thing. Plus, over the past couple of years, it's just been like money, money and candy. And then like I'm eating half the candy. So it's kind of just like, yeah, we're just going to hang out like we normally do. Actually, as soon as I get off of here, I told Slade, I might regret this though. Oh my God. I might regret this, guys. I promised Slade we could start watching Lord of the Rings. It's so long, but you know what? Like, he's been trying really hard to find a show that like doesn't annoy me. Like so many of the TV shows we watch, it's all the same thing over and over again. The same plot, the same pattern. I'm just like, these are so predictable. We can't do this anymore. So he was like, what about Lord of the Rings? And I'm like, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot and see. I mean, he knows I fall asleep halfway through shit anyway, so. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to go live. We're going to talk about Gypsy Rose on Sunday. It's her full interrogation. I don't feel like I need to go over the case about what happened. Like, we'll talk about it a little bit to recap in case anybody somehow out there lives under a rock and doesn't know this damn situation. We'll go down the whole rabbit hole for about like 5 minutes before getting into the interrogation stuff. But we're going to be watching all of them. We're going to be watching all of them. Everything that Into the Weeds put their hard work and energy and blood, sweat, and tears and everything into to FOIA and get together. We are going to deep dive into all that information and give it justice because that's deserved. And the fact that she's out here, bro, I just can't. And then has a daughter. Oh my God, it makes me sick. Oh my God, it makes me so sick. Makes me sick. But tomorrow we will be going live. I don't know if it's going to be about the 1119 chick or if it's going to be the interview with the DMV lady. I do know that on Saturday the 4th, I will be over on Dago's channel. There's a thing that they do on Saturdays called the Verdict Room. I don't know what time it starts though. I need to eat. I emailed Mike so that he can let me know exactly what time it starts. It's been a while since I've been on anybody's panel, so I'm going to go over there. I don't know how long it normally is, but that's going to be Saturday night. I don't know if we'll do something in the morning or not. Just all depends. Yeah. All that stuff. 6 p.m. Is that Texas time? I'm guessing that's Texas time. Okay. That's earlier than I thought. Oh, that's okay. So that's Eastern. Okay, well then I'll just look and see. Because I'm in Texas. Oh, I am tired. I know I'm going to get like 20 minutes into Lord of the Rings and be snoring. Sorry, kid. Oh my God. Sorry, kid. Okay, I'm probably going to go ahead and pre-order that book too. And once we're done with it, I'll give that one away as well. I'll give that one away as well. And I'll get them both sent out eventually. Full of my handwritten notes. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Let me drop this link in here just one more time in case some of you missed it. This is the link to the Google Share Drive that has every single thing that we've talked about basically in this case on here. Everything is in there. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, you guys. You guys have a great night. Thank you so much for being in here. Thank you for joining over 60 Pixie. I appreciate that. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and roll this one out. Please do not forget to leave a like on your way out and subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed already. All right, you guys. See y'all.